Hello everybody and welcome to Creativity Time with some Share Sunshine COVID crafting. Why not? Stampin' Up! Released last night a Share Sunshine PDF download. So it's a one-off purchase. You download a PDF with 15 pages of different sentiments that you can cut out and use in your card making, and they're all kind of themed around the current COVID situation. It's really exciting, and what's super duper exciting is that all the profits are going to two different charities, and you get to pick the charities. One is the World Health Organization and the other is, oh, I can't remember the name. Hello, Fran. But also a health organization, both towards their COVID-19 relief funds. So that's super duper exciting. Before I continue, I should say my name is Tatiana and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Australia, and I'm so thrilled to be here with you. You know you're watching live if you see the red live right there. Otherwise, you're watching the recording. If it's on YouTube, still the recording, but please still make comments, say hi. I love hearing from my viewers. And the link to purchase your copy of the PDF is in the description of this video. So I think that's enough chit chat. Good morning, Joan. Lovely to see you too. Let's head to the craft desk and get crafting. I was going to say get stamping, but we're not stamping so much today. We're going to be crafting. It's exciting. There's some really cool, fun sentiments in this PDF release. Okay. So today I am using the Share Sunshine PDF. I've cut out bits and bobs from the PDF already, but I've made this card last night very quickly. I really liked this heart, and then I used the beautiful friendship, and I used, what was it, Keep Stamping color theme, which has 4 colors in it, but I only used 2 of them, which were Blushing Bride and Old Olive. And that's a good example of how you could potentially use some of these sentiments. Thank you, Fran. United Way Worldwide COVID Response and Recovery Fund. Morning, Megan. Yes, I feel better every day slightly. So these are some of the sentiments, and what's good about this PDF is that you get some information, and it also tells you what colors coordinate on each page and what products in terms of dies and punches coordinate with everything. And you can see that it has 15 pages. Hey, Elfie. And basically what I've done is I've printed out using my printer at home. I've printed on Whisper White thin cardstock. As you can see, my printer does leave a little splotches here and there, but otherwise they look amazing, and I can coordinate with things. Sending paper, I really like this one, Sending Love and Paper Hugs. What color is that? So I don't know what color it is, but I do know it was page 11, so I can flick over here, and it's Pumpkin Pie. There's no pumpkin pie here, but that kind of does still match nicely with that. So I think, so this is the Peaceful Poppies DSP. Excuse me. And that could be fun to use right there, even though I've cut a whole bunch out. Of course, why would I want to use what I've cut out? Well, this will go nicely too. Because what colors are those? I don't remember what page that's from. Oh, that's page 10. Pumpkin Pie, Rich Razzleberry. I think that will look nice too. So there we go. We've already got 2 options going with this single DSP. I'm going to grab some Rich Razzleberry. Where are you? There we go. Take one. Hello, Chloe, Kathy, Tanya, Wendy, lots of people watching. Hello. I better get crafting, shan't I? So when I'm cutting a full sheet of A4 to make 2 cards, what I do is I score once, and that way I only have to score once, cut once to create my card base. And I scored that halfway at 14.8, and then I cut at 10.5, and that creates me 2 card bases. And I like the top folding because, morning Kathy, I like the top folding. Actually, it's kind of funny. I like it because growing up I had horizontal blinds and Christmas cards that was side folding, got hung on them sideways, and that pissed, excuse the language, pissed me off. So by doing the top fold, they can hang the right way. There's my logic. I was going to see what die we could use, what other dies we could use. I was hoping this, what are they called? So stitched. Where did it go? I have already arranged, put away, there they are. Put away dies and sorted out. Ooh. One of these might be nice. Yes, I like it. And can get away with that, even though I've got some die cutting right there. Or if I go with the smaller one. Nope, too small. What about? Kind of fits nicely too. Oh no, because of the way I've cut the one above, won't work. And that's too small. Let's use this one. Let's put a bit of washi tape to hold that in place, and I will be right back. Perfect, love it. Now we just need to trim this pretty DSP. I am going to, first one, I'll stick with my usual. So I'm trimming it 5mm smaller than a card front, so that's 10 centimeters by 14.3 centimeters. Sorry, do not have the imperial versions of that off the top of my head. And I'll do the same again. So essentially from a 6 by 12 sheet, you can get 3 full card fronts that are just, well, full in the sense with that border. You'll have to order some more Whisper White. Yep, that is pretty much what it's like. There are 15 pages and lots of fun things. There are things like, I would so share my toilet paper with you if I could. Hello, Tanya. I thought it would be fun, just for kicks, to run one of these through the subtle embossing folder. So it's the subtle 3D embossing folder. And if you want to line it up nice and straight, what you do is you flick to the front, line it up there, close through, and make sure you put it fold side through your die cutting machine. Oh, pretty, I like. I don't know, does that show up? If I hold the difference up, can you see the difference? You can in person, that's for sure. It's got this great down texture to this paper. I have never done that to DSP before. I do not know why. That is awesome. Sorry, having a moment because I'm allowed. And I'm going to glue this one down. Geez, can you hear my kids playing in the background? We're taking a schooling break so I can do this live, and we started schooling. Even that one would go really nicely, but that is rich raspberry, so that's another definite option. Might do that one there, but I do love it cut out with the a stitched So Sweetly dies, which has that beautiful stitching as well as the scalloped border. Do you know what? That card is just on its own perfect as is. So we'll put that up on some dimensionals. And I've got a nice little trick that I'll show. Well, not trick, but nice little way to finish off the inside as well. Hi Karen, thanks for joining me. You need to buy printer ink. Well, yes, that will help. So for those who are joining in, the sentiments I'm using today are all from the Share Sunshine PDF from Stamping Up, which proceeds all go towards You Choose, 2 different health organisations supporting COVID relief. And I won't go through who they are, but it's a print at home PDF so that you can easily, quickly make some COVID themed cards that are really cute. And if you have DSP lying around, that is perfect. So I'm just going to finish this card off with a Whisper White insert. And because I like to jazz up my insides of the cards, when I was trimming the DSP at the beginning, there's these little strips which will sit perfectly down here. So no cards, no DSP is wasted. And there we go. So you can check out in the States printing at Staples. In Australia you could ask Officeworks to print. I think Colour Pages are, I can't remember, I have printed Colour Pages before. So there we go, one card done already. Let's do the inside of this card. So in Australia you could actually ask Officeworks to print. They won't print on, well, I don't know, you might try. I don't know if they'll print on our paper though. The paper at Officeworks is thicker than regular paper for colour printing, but it's not as thick as our regular Whisper White, and nowhere as thick as our Whisper White thick. Just trying to make sure that's on screen, in screen. And that one. So that finishes off the card really quite nicely. Oh, you took Stamping Up paper in. So there we go. For my US viewers, you can take in your Stamping Up paper and they will print that for you. Thanks, Fran, for sharing that fantastic tip. So have you already done that? Obviously, you knew the price. Excellent. Excuse the cough. Kind of wish I embossed this one as well. It's so pretty. Can't get over the embossing. And this one I wanted to put the heart, but before we put the heart down, so the heart was punched out using the heart punch. There's the plain one, and then this is the scalloped one. So I'm grabbing some vellum and I want to mount that one on vellum just for some fun. So what I'll do is I'll glue the Whisper White Heart Sending You Hugs down onto the vellum. And where's the second one? I was too organized, I put it away. And I just wanted to cut 2 plain hearts. So I've got scraps of vellum here in my folder, which are perfect for moments like this. I'm sure there'll be a more paper efficient way of doing this. Because I've glued that to vellum, it does curl up a bit, but I thought it would be cute to have the hearts behind as well. Something. I did that one up, so I'll do this one a bit down. Yeah, I like that. Okay, taking note where the sentiment heart will be covering and adding liquid glue to those spots of those 2 hearts. So the glue shows through vellum. That's the thing with using vellum, is that you always need to hide your glue spots, and that's really easy when you're layering. And I will put that one up on dimensionals. There they are. As so. Oh, iPad's got low battery. How is everyone today? Hope you are well. Oh, that's there. How cute is that? Sending hugs. 2 easy. 2 super easy cards, super easily done. Could actually do this one as well right now. Let's make it a I was going to say hat trick, but that's not right. Let's make it a try. Or, yeah, whatever the right phrase is. So that's 14.3. Don't throw away the strip. And 10 centimeters. You could also use that strip too. Hello Kayla, how are you? And where do I put the rich raspberry? See, do I have a pre-cut rich raspberry? I do, so I don't need to cut that. Oh, better put it in the right spot. So that's all pre-cut for me. Scoring. Good morning, Margaret. Thank you for sharing. Let's run this one through the embossing folder again because I really liked that. Let's try a different embossing folder though. This one is the Parisian Flourish 3D embossing folder, and its price does go up by 50 cents in the new catalog because I've relabeled that. So if you're interested in getting it, get it now. Save yourself some 50 cents. Let's run that through. Oh, forgot. I need to use that plate. Oh. Wrong way around. Are we ready for the reveal? Ha! So cool. Is that showing up? Yes, it is. How awesome does that look? Totally something different. And because it is fairly textured, I do recommend using just a little bit of extra glue than I would normally use, because that way it can go into the grooves. Oh, my glue is running out. It's okay. It's okay. Grab a Whisper White insert. What do we want? I'll add that one, just for something different. Though my glue is running low, this should be fun. Fully shaking it to get, yes, got enough glue. So for something a little bit different, you are left with a tiny little strip at the end from a 6 by 12 sheet. You can line that up and add that to the inside of your card. And I like that too. So the others, I've done the bottom little strip. This time I have done that strip down the side. Honestly, can you hear my kids? Because I feel like they're really loud. I mean, they're having fun. They're playing something. So they're having a good break from the studies. And the sending paper hugs. I don't like sticking things right into the middle. It throws me off. I like it up or down. I think down with this one. They're fine, all good. Good to hear, Megan. I mean, not that I would tell them to be quiet there. When they're playing well together, you never interrupt them. Cardinal rule, let them play. Oh yes, my parents and hubby's parents are missing the grandkids a lot. We would have seen them over the last break that has just finished, but we did not travel. We were good and we stayed home to stop the spread. And that is one of the sentiments in this PDF bundle, is stay home, stay safe, flatten the curve. They are having fun. And sending paper hugs. And what would be really fun is to add a little bit of bling. Let's see. I could do those. That's the gold glitter. I was actually thinking of using the basic rhinestones and even colouring some of them. And we could do the champagne or pearls. Do you know what? We'll do all three. I'm going to do pearls on this one because this has a lot of white in the background. So the white pearls will kind of match nicely. Where's my take your pick tool? There it is. So, not always good at this. Sometimes put one there, and I'll stick with 3, and we triangulation is always good. Put it up there. So I've kind of picked spots on the embossing folder. So in the middle of that swirl, in the middle of that flower, and that flower there. Just a little bit extra. This one. Ooh. Come on. Oh! Who went flying across my desk? thank you, Margaret. I'll stick these ones. Well, I guess that one's going right there. It ain't budging. Put the bigger one here. So that's number 2. And number 3, we will take our rich raspberry marker. I'm using the Dark Stampin' Blends Rich Raspberry, and I'm going to colour 3 of the basic rhinestones so that they're a little bit coloured, just giving them a second or so to dry. It doesn't take too long really. I feel like I missed a spot. And then we can add these. So I really love the basic rhinestones and the white pearls because you can really change them quite easily without much effort into any colour, almost any colour you could possibly want. Let's do 5 on this one. So another 2. 1, 2. One there, and I think right there. So there we have it. Some really quick, easy. How long? This has been a 20-minute live. I've also chit-chatted, and I've already created 3 cards. Do we want to say some more, or have we had enough? Let me know. I'm just going to grab a quick drink of water. Oh, there's this one might stick that inside. If I have time, I have time. We're taking an hour break. Keep going? Okay, let's keep going. Might change the DSP. How's that sound? So that's the first set. Just doing a quick tidy up of dimensional backings. Put those up here in the corner. I just saw this. Wish this were a real hug. And what page did that come from? That came from page 10. I only printed 3 pages last night. So that would be Flirty Flamingo. I'm thinking the bird DSP. What's it called? I'm thinking it'll go really nicely with this DSP. Yeah, let's do the feathers. I'm going to do something different. I have shared this fold before, and I don't know what its official name is, but I call it the Pam fold because my lovely friend Pam Jorgensen from Stamping Up shared this fold with me. I adjusted the dimensions to the way I work, so the finished card size is the same as the standard, the same size as these, so basically a quarter of an A4 sheet. So firstly I cut it at 14.8 centimeters. We'll go grab a towel from over there. No, the cupboard. How much water did you spill? Why do you have water in the playroom? Oh, so many questions. Just deciding which way I want it to go. I want the feathers on the inside. I would like the feathers on the inside. So that means, oh, well, just plugging in my iPad so I can keep seeing your comments. Okay, so if the feathers are on the inside, I want it to go this way, so I need to score at 10.5 inches right there. And then the next score on this side is, well, it doesn't hugely matter. I often do 1 3/4 inches. Now I know I've swapped to inches. Oops, could you see that? No, sorry. That was at 1 3/4 inches, but it doesn't hugely matter what the size there is, at what point you score it, as long as it's smaller. Well done, that's beautiful. Now you fold them in, so that's the inside of the card. Fold them in and then flip it and fold the right two. So you take the two folds and line them up. Now I don't score this one simply because working out the maths of where it is too difficult for my brain, and this way it is perfectly lined up. So that was a score at 10.5 centimeters, making this panel the same size as a basic card size. Then at 1 3/4 inch, fold them towards each other, flip, fold both folds to line both folds up, and then burnish. And there's the card base. And the first thing I like to do is to take a piece of Whisper White that's 5 millimeters smaller than the card base, as so, and stick that down. So that we have space to write on. If you wanted to, you could also stick a panel here and here, but it does cover up the DSP. And this is a fabulous way of, this is using half a sheet of DSP. So it's a fabulous way of using up DSP. Now, what's the color here? I think it's Calypso Coral. Just checking. I love that Stamping Up prints. Where am I? There. It is beautiful paper, Carolyn, sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Calypso Coral, so let's grab some Calypso Coral. Calypso Coral, where are you? You're hiding. Gonna trim a piece of Calypso Coral to be 10 centimeters. So again, 5 centimeters smaller than the standard card base, and 14.3. To form that card front. You're getting a bit of the glimpse of the DSP. Now when gluing this, normally I add the glue to the piece that I'm gluing down, but in this case, I'm not going to go to the edges, but I'm going to add glue to this panel because I know that this is all the only spot that it's going to be glued down. Honestly, I should grab a new glue, but they're just a bit out of reach this very second. Okay, so we've got that as a beginning. So there's our card taking shape. And I thought this would go really well with this sentiment, because I wish this were a real in-person hug, and it's kind of like the card opens up and sort of can wrap someone as a paper hug. That was kind of my logic of thinking as to why I chose to do this. Now that's going to get too busy. I'm thinking see. Nope, nope, nope. Go. Going to take this sheet, and you're going to have to watch me fussy cut for a moment. We still good? Yep. Just trying to pick some birds. Let's go with these three over here because they're close to the edge. Going to see how I'm going to go fussy cutting from the big sheet. Don't think I've ever fussy cut from a big sheet before. I've always cut out smaller bits and then fussy cut. But it's so... How have people been fussy cutting this? This is the first time I'm fussy cutting this, by the way. So it's... Have you been cutting it up? There's not much space between the... I'm trying to keep it on camera too. Normally I would say move the paper. That is my big tip. Yep, sorry, I'm gonna have to snip it out first and then fussy cut. That was way too hard. That's better. So now I feel like I can fussy cut that way better. Yes, definitely cut it out. So much easier to work with a smaller piece to move it around. Tell me, with thumbs ups, who likes fussy cutting? Give me a thumbs up if you like to fussy cut. I know it's a love-hate relationship. Well, maybe not that. Maybe it's just you either love it or hate it. I saw a love heart, or just love, or a thumbs up if you enjoy fussy cutting. Go. No, you bought a scan and cut. I have a scan and cut, and I've got to say this particular DSP, it would not pick up the images very well because the birds were all so close together to fussy cut it, to scan and cut it. I'm seeing some thumbs, so there are people who don't mind the fussy cutting. You're getting better, but still not your favorite. I do love the results of fussy cutting. And honestly, I don't mind it. You know, we have a chat. Sometimes I watch a bit of TV while fussy cutting. And before you know it, it's all done. There we go. We'll add these birdies. Ooh, I like that. And the bird ballad. That is a trouble, and you can see I didn't quite do that, Megan. If you take a closer look at my fussy cutting just then, it didn't happen. We will put some a trinket down as well, but let's stick this down. Glue. Oh, come on. Okay, I'm going to get the new glue. I give up. not that far out of reach, to be honest. I was just being lazy to get it. What's up, sweetheart?
Why did the Tony put it on my arm?
Okay, I will. No, there's never a reason. Okay, just go. Anatoly. Хватит, пожалуйста. I know, I thought of that, Megan, but I had already stuck. I'd already stuck the paper down. But you're right. Could you two stop, please? I'm almost done. I did think of that, Megan, afterwards. But I'd stuck the paper down. But you're right. Embossing this, particularly in the subtles embossing folder, would be really cute. And hold on. I know we started with that one. What do we think? The old olive? So give me a thumbs up for the old olive sentiment. Or, hey, little buddy, can you stop that, please? Or the love heart for the Flatty Flamingo. What do we think? Just give that a moment. Old olive. Yeah, I think. Yep, I'm seeing 2 thumbs and a heart. Yep, gonna go with old olive. Gonna stick it down flat. Could use dimensionals as well. And I'm going to take this little key from the Bird Ballad trinkets and see how far I packed it away. I was too organized. I've removed all my retiring products, including Whisper White twine. There we go. Ha ha ha. Linen thread. I thought I'd use the Whisper White. Or maybe the linen. You're right, Megan. Maybe the linen thread. Great minds think alike. Yep, I think you're right. I went searching for the Whisper White, but the linen thread would work quite well. Hold on, which one were you thinking of? The Whisper White or the linen? Whisper White, linen. I kind of like the linen. I'm going to stick with the linen because it's not as stark. What we'll do is both look nice, yes. So I'm tying it around this point to get the bow right there. And I'm going to, firstly, I'm going to put a glue dot. Glue dot right there to hold the knot in place. Now I'm going to thread the little key through and tie a bow. Oop. Just trimmed my nails. Little buddy, can you go to the playroom, please? Well then, little miss, can you go to the playroom, please? Joys of parenting. Wasn't happy with that. What I'm going to do is tie another knot first. To get the key sitting where I want it. Nope. This bit just takes a little bit of fussing around with. Yours are teenagers though, or young adults. Mine were up before me. Okay, that's better. I like the position there. Oh, not quite. Anyway, just fuss about with it. And tie your bow. It's going to be a sideways bow. And then trim the ends. And there we go. A slightly fancier card, but still using the Share Sunshine PDF download. Sentiments. Wishing this were a real in-person hug. Perhaps I should have moved that over a bit, but that's okay. And this is great use of DSP, so pretty. Still get to see it on the back as well. So yes, if you want to send some cards out to friends because you want to let them know you're thinking of them in times while we can't visit them, this is the perfect solution. Using up your DSP, sending out cards, letting people know that you're thinking of them, spreading some sunshine, and get some crafting in. There is absolutely no lose to this scenario. It's all win-win-win. Plus, you'll be supporting some great organizations in their COVID relief funds. Thank you so much for watching, spending time with me. The link to purchasing this PDF download is in the video description. Doesn't matter who you buy this PDF download from. No Stamping Up demonstrator is benefiting from the sales. The entire profit is going to those organizations, and you get to pick, so you can pick one or the other or both, 50-50. So please consider purchasing this beautiful PDF. You won't regret it. You'll have a lot of crafting fun, and then you'll be able to share some sunshine. Thank you so much for spending time with me, and have a great day. Thank you, ladies. I appreciate the beautiful comments. Bye for now.